Today is Friday, August 4th, 2023, and this is episode 110. You can find related links for today's episode on the episode page at augforums.com/episode 110. Today we're going to be talking about why I canceled AUG Reporting Summit 2023. This was a very difficult decision, especially since there were 25 people who had purchased tickets and were planning to come to Columbus, Ohio on September 19th to participate in AUG Reporting Summit 2023. The venue that I had booked for the event is a really neat venue, and I had big plans for the content that I wanted to deliver. But sadly, I decided to cancel the event. One of my character flaws is that I'm an overly transparent person. If I didn't have that flaw, then I would be more professional and simply say that I was canceling the event for personal reasons. But I feel that I owe the 25 of you more of an explanation than that, especially since you probably already made travel arrangements. Back when I scheduled AUG Reporting Summit 2023, I thought that it would be very doable to carve out enough time to develop the content for September 19th. I outlined my plan in the 5-minute video on the page at augforums.com/AUG Reporting Summit. It was an ambitious plan, but I thought that I could pull it off. Then things changed. My marriage needs a lot of attention right now. My marriage is not a thing. My marriage is a person. So really, I should say that my wife needs a lot of attention right now. But that still doesn't seem right. My wife deserves all of my attention right now. I have neglected her. We are still dealing with the fallout from what Tom and I talked about here on the podcast back in episode number 104. 2 days ago, I reached a point where it hit me that I was at a fork in the road. I had to choose a path, and I couldn't choose both paths. Even then, it took me a couple days of wrestling. I walked down each of the paths a little to see if I could see around the next bend, to see where they went, thinking, hey, maybe they would come back together and become one path again. I also thought, maybe I can check with the attendees to see if they would be okay with me altering the content plan, and instead I could deliver my building generic inquiries and pivot tables content, or just deliver the content that I have prepared so far, even though it's incomplete. But I realized that there would still be a fork in the road. Even if I could have the event without doing any further preparation, there were two separate paths, and I couldn't choose both. If I choose the path of AUG Reporting Summit 2023, then I know where that path will end. 25 people will show up, and we'll have a successful launch of an event that could become an annual thing, which would be really cool. If I choose the path of giving my wife all of my attention right now, then I don't know where that path will lead, because it doesn't depend entirely on me. It's a more scary path, and it might lead to a dead end. Even with that, my struggle wasn't with which path to choose. My struggle was with fully understanding that there were indeed two paths, and I couldn't choose both. Once I fully realized that I couldn't choose both, the decision was easy. So I've decided to cancel AUG Reporting Summit 2023. No matter where the path that I have chosen leads, I have a deep sense of peace that I will not regret my choice. Hotels and rental cars are easy to cancel, but flights are another story. And if canceling your flight sets you back financially, please send me an email at tim@augforums.com and I will see what I can do to help out. I am very sorry to all 25 of you for having to cancel AUG Reporting Summit 2023.